Today's show is sponsored by Skillshare, your #1 place for online creative learning. Ever wonder how they make those beautiful shell clustered mirrors? Well, in today's show, I'm going to show you how I made my own version in sparkling silver, of course, using dollar store items for just $8. But first, I want to tell you about some awesome classes I took this month on my favorite online creative learning place, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community where millions come together to take their next step in their creative journey. There are thousands of classes in categories like illustration, photography, creative writing, filmmaking, freelancing, and much, much more. You can take classes at your own schedule and find a class that fits your own specific learning level. You know, growing up, I was always a little shy and soft-spoken, and my lack of confidence really held me back in life and in my career. Holly Coley Murchison has an awesome class called Creating Your Dream Career. Uncover and apply your creative strengths. In this class, she shows you how to explore your past and passions to help inform your future. And in a simple step-by-step way, she helps you to find your unique skills and strengths that will make you successful in your career and in your life. And finally, she teaches you how to chart your new path by applying those skills. With writing exercises and downloadable worksheets, you'll have the building blocks for reaching your future goal and to a more meaningful career. As a creator and a teacher, I'm always trying to find the best way to communicate with my audience and to have really great, relatable information. I would also like to someday work on my own film project. So I found a great class by Soledad O'Brien called Powerful Storytelling Today, Strategies for Creating Great Content. In her class, she gives you concrete elements to include in every story you tell, how to gather information and assemble it into a compelling narrative, and why everyone should be an expert interviewer and how to do it. So many artists with so much knowledge sharing their tips, their secrets, and formulas for success. That's why I just love Skillshare. It's incredibly affordable. You have unlimited access to a world of knowledge. And right now, the first 1,000 of you to click on a link in the description tab below will get a free trial membership. So why not do something today that you couldn't do yesterday? With short classes designed for real life. So now I think it's time for me to use my skills to do what I do best by showing you how to take a few odd pieces, put them together, and create something beautiful. Let's go do that. To make my piece from Dollar Tree, I picked up a small frame mirror. This one is about 8 by 8.5. Also from Dollar Tree, I'm using 6 bags of flat seashells, a large plastic tray, a piece of utility wire, and from the hardware store, silver metallic spray paint. To hold the pieces together, I'm using Gorilla Clear Grip glue and the hot glue gun with Gorilla glue sticks. So I'm going to start by rinsing these seashells off because they're a little bit dusty and I want to spray paint them silver. I bought about 5 or 6 bags of seashells from Dollar Tree, and each bag had different size shells from small to large. The final size of my mirror will be about 16 by 20, so I think about 5 or 6 bags should be enough to cover my mirror. After drying these off, I'm taking them outside, separating them on a tarp, and I'm spray painting them with a shiny metallic spray paint. And the spray paint I'm using is Rust-Oleum Bright Coat Metallic Finish Silver Spray Paint. And I like this brand. It comes out very nice and metallic and shiny. But I'm spraying one side and then I'm going to let that dry and turn it over and spray the other side. One side has a rough texture and the inside, when you spray it, it gives it a really nice glossy, shiny look. And I think showing the contrast of the textures will be nice on this piece. Okay, so while the shells are outside drying, I'm going to prepare the base for this. And for the base, I'm using this plastic platter. It's a little bit flexible. If you want, you could use 2 of these. I think I'm going to use 2 just to make it more sturdy. But the shells will go on top of this, so you don't have to use 2. But I will be using Gorilla Clear Grip glue and a little hot glue to glue these 2 pieces together. To be able to hang this on the wall, I want to attach a wire to the back. So I'm using a nail and hammer, and I put a piece of wood underneath here so that I could drive a nail through this piece to make holes. I'm going to make 2 holes towards the top of the piece. Both holes at the same level. And I'm going to take a piece of wire. And this is a long piece of utility wire I also got from Dollar Tree. I'm going to twist it just to make it thicker. And starting from the back of the tray, I'm going to thread the 2 ends of the wires into the holes and turn it over, pull it so that it's flat on the back side and even on the front in the center. Now when I hang this piece of wire on the wall, I want to make sure it doesn't come above the edge of the tray. So I'm going to stop right here, and then I'm going to twist the wire around itself, cut off the excess, and I'll do that on both sides. And this will be the back of my mirror and what I'll use to hang on the wall. So I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to put a piece of tape right here on this wire to keep it flat and in place. And this is just a piece of Dollar Tree duct tape. But you could use any tape you have to keep it down. This is going to be covered up by the mirror and by the shells. So I had these hexagon shaped mirrors that I found at Dollar Tree. I already had them, so I'm going to use this. This is about 8 inches, and I already separated the mirror from the back of this frame. I'm going to use the frame also, but first I'm going to take these little levers off that help keep the mirror in. I'm using a little screwdriver to unscrew them. And along with the shells, I'm also going to spray paint this frame silver. Okay, so now I'm going to put the frame and the mirror on the back of this piece. I'm going to start by centering this frame on the back of this piece exactly where I want it, and I'll use a marker to just trace around it to make sure I will put the mirror in the right place. So I'm going to use the Gorilla Clear Grip glue to glue the mirror part down first. Then I also use the Gorilla Clear Grip glue plus a little bit of the hot glue to glue the frame down on top of that mirror. Okay, so now that my spray painted shells are all dry, I want to start laying those out. And I'm going to start laying these out on the bottom of my tray base. And I'm using the largest shells around the bottom. I'm putting Gorilla Clear Grip glue in places where I know it's going to touch the pan. And I'm also going to put a little bit of hot glue to keep that piece in place while the wet glue dries. I'm also going to put some hot glue on the bottom edge of this pan where the shell will be touching, just to keep that in place also. And I'm letting the shell hang off the lip of the pan to hide the edge. Now I love the design of some of those mirrors where the shells curve around to make these beautiful designs, like floral designs. The shells I'm using are too big to make any kind of intricate design, so what I'm going to do to make this interesting is just kind of alternate the shells. so that you see the back of the shell with a textured side and then the inside of the shell with a very shiny, glossy side. And again, I'm putting the glue on the highest level where I think the shell will touch the pan. Put a little hot glue to make sure it stays in place. And I'm just going to go all the way around the outer edge with these large shells, alternating, showing the inside and the outside of the shells. And I'm going to do a few at the bottom and then turn it over to do the ones at the top, just so that I have the first shell centered right at the point of the mirror on both ends. Then I'll just continue going all the way around. And after I get all the larger shells around the outside edge, then I can start putting the second level up with the more medium-sized shells. And these will go about an inch or half an inch above the first level, right in between the two shells. Also, as I go all the way around, I'm alternating, showing the inside and the outside of the shell. So this is what it looks like with all of the shells glued all the way up to the mirror, starting from the largest shell to the smallest, all of them alternating inside and out. I put this one shell here to see what it would look like to frame the mirror in shells. So I think I want to take the smallest shells and fan them around the frame of the mirror to make more of an oval frame around the mirror. But this time I won't alternate the shells. I think I am liking this. Some of the shell bags also had these little closed shells, which was a great little surprise. So I'm using a few of these to also decorate this mirror. And I put those little pieces in groups of 3 around the outside and around the inside of the shell frame that I made. And I think that more than makes up for not being able to have that curled, elaborate design that I liked from the other mirror. So I think this turned out really beautiful. This mirror is not extremely heavy, but it has a nice weight on it. Nice size, 18 inches. It has a ritzy, slightly glamorous, ornate silver look, but it also looks organic at the same time. Not bad for $8, and I am not including the glue and the spray paint in at $8 because I've had the spray paint for a while, used on a couple of different projects, and I still have more in the can, so it only cost me pennies to use the spray paint, and the glue also I've used on many different projects before this. And look at this, it looks very beautiful hanging next to my front door in the foyer, right between my 2 giant candle holders that I made. But I think I may be gifting this to my son for his new apartment since he has this whole silver theme going. Either way, it turned out to be a really fun, simple project to create such a beautiful, high-end looking mirror at a budget price. Need a little more detailed instructions on some of these projects? On my Etsy store, for just a few dollars, you can get instant digital downloads of full color step-by-step instructions with templates for some of your favorite projects. And check out my Amazon page where you can pick up my multi-surface acrylic metallic paint, back in stock with 8 beautiful shimmering colors. You can mix millions of colors and create endless home beauty for indoor and outdoor projects. And while you're there, pick up my Book of Elegant Home Crafts Volume 1 with all your favorite projects together in one big beautiful colored step-by-step instruction book. On my Amazon page, you'll see all my favorite crafting tools and supplies used on this show, and you can add them all to your cart for the one-click fast and easy shopping and delivery convenience of Amazon. I'll be working every day to make crafting fun and easy for you. Follow me at Your House of Home and Your House of Home TV on all social media for extra home, food, and gardening tips.